Hey y'all, thanks for coming in. Doing a little Official Wish pregame, postgame show. Actually, it's a postgame show. Losing track of everything.
Please don't make me do that again. I can't get skunked again.
My co-hosts are MIA right now. I think they're trying to get
Well,
set up.
you got one of the best co-hosts in the industry right over there, too. Stan's fishing, right?
Dan. Yeah. So I just figured we kind of go over, a little bit about the tournament, what happened, and that kind of stuff. The results. Mike's got some T-shirts they made up. They're going to show off. People want to look at that, and then show where we're at. The money raised so far, and again, those guys had everything connected up to show that. But
Bob, first of all, what an awesome event! What an amazing amount of money just in that time. Last I heard, it was. Can I spill the beans? Last I heard, it was over 4K, right?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Small group of people. That just shows what a small group of people with the right minds can do. That's what keeping it positive. You go out there for a good cause, and look what we did. That was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great job that you guys did put it on for a great cause, and I was just happy to be a part of it and help to raise some money for it as well.
Well, that's just text me. They'll be in a minute. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. People put the invitation out, just jumping on there and doing that. It was just awesome event. It couldn't have turned out any better, except for the little snafu with the giveaway tool. But beyond that, just the main goal was raising the money, and look what we did. Look what everybody did. Anglers, y'all put on a great show. You got the people in chat. They were all opening their wallets and stuff. I never dreamed we'd be that successful with it.
Yeah.
So,
well, I think before the tournament even started, you were already up to. How you going, guys? Over $600, right before it even started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We opened that link right before the pregame show, and started coming in already. It was just amazing. And so, okay, Mike and Michelob, you there now?
Yeah, our webcam dropped, but now we're back. Yeah.
Good deal. Who else we lose? We lost Taz.
No, I'm still here.
Okay. Oh, I see you. Okay. Right now in the house, we got Maurice Cason. We got Missouri Travelers. We got Lance. How you doing, Lance? Pontoon Jody, thanks for coming in. VLB Fishing with the Chad. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate you. Even though we like to give you a little bit of hassle in the chats and stuff, I love you, man. And then we got Southwest Florida Treasure Detective in the house. Thanks for coming in. We're going over the Official Wish post-game show for the tournament we had the other day. And, there it is right now, guys. You can see it right there on the screen.
So we got 4,075, which I think is amazing. We overshot, the goal by a ton, which is great. We got an email from Donna over at Make-A-Wish thanking us for putting that on.
Awesome.
So I want to give a big shout out to her.
Yeah, it's awesome. Said they go $1,500, and I was hoping, to at least reach it, but I wanted to go over. I was hoping at least double it, but 271% of our goal for the first tournament was just amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah, that really worked. And before I came in, Bob, sorry, I heard Stan talk about, how awesome the tournament was and how smooth it kind of went, and the cause was great. What made you join, Stan, when you heard about it and said, I have to be part of this?
Well, Make-A-Wish by itself, one of the best, one of the best charities out there. And what could be better than doing what we love to help some of those kids out? So that was absolutely, and Bob has a great reputation. So when he came with an idea like that, for myself, when he asked me, I was, I still am a small channel, but numbers wise, I was one of the smallest that he had asked at the time, and I was just blown away. I was just humbled to be part of it, really.
Absolutely. Yeah. I just love things that kind of rhyme, fish and wish and all that. So I just thought like, hey, why don't we do this idea? But what Bob did, taking it over and making the Facebook group, inviting and getting the top guys on YouTube to be part of it, Bob, from the bottom of my heart, I want to say great job to you, sir.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Well,
Hey, what's up, Ryan?
I got to thank the anglers because all I did was put the invite out. They could have said yes or they could have said no, and if they said no, I'd have gone to someone else. But I mean, pretty much everyone I asked up front said yes. It was amazing. It just
Yeah.
I'm glad it worked out the way it did.
Well, and again, big shout out from the whole catfish community to go in. Palmetto knows what goes into running tournaments. Has done it. I've been involved with a bunch of them. It's not as easy as it looks to make it go as flawlessly as y'all did. Y'all had a big issue come up with the giveaway tool not working correctly. You came past that. You've got all these big personalities up here that you had to get working together, and y'all did that.
Yep.
So great job. Big shout out from the entire Catfish family.
Yeah, absolutely.
My favorite part was the end where Haz and Brian Beaver going just head to head. It was crazy. Like you came down to the wire. Yeah. That was awesome.
Oh yeah. But yeah, there's a lot that goes in. I just Tuesday I mailed out all the giveaway prizes and just had a big bag of stuff there.
I'll be right back.
But I thought, if any anglers just wanted to, speak up and say, a little about their experience, what they liked about it. Obviously with this success, we're going to have another one. There's definitely going to be another one next year, and opinions on maybe what we could do different, improve it. And then said, so anybody wants to just talk a little bit and.
Well, I would say my experience was all positive. It was all great. Being on the other side of the tournaments, normally being the one at home running it, putting everything together and stuff. This just made it easy. All I had to do was go up there and catch fish. Didn't have to do any posting, reading chat, or anything like that. So, as long as the fish were cooperating, I was able to get on some fish, but not the type of fish that I wanted to. But hey, we still. The bite was definitely tough for me, so we went out and changed up the strategies and started just floating down rivers, suspending our baits, and finding some fish. Because I caught like 4 fish in like the first 2 hours, and then for like the 2 hours after that, looking for the monsters, I was sitting on top of them, and they weren't hitting at all. So then the last 2 hours or last hour and a half, I just was like, we're just gonna move, cover water, and try to catch as many fish as we can. And it worked out. I ended up making it close. Brian B was ahead of me by a lot, so I had to come back down at that down the stretch. And the goal was to catch, as many fish as possible to raise as much money. I wanted to go for the bigger fish because they added up for more money. But if they're not working, you just go for what's going to hit. So that's what I did. But I had a blast. It was all for a great cause. We had a great group of people up here. There was the banter, some little smack talk going back and forth, and that just made it all better, of course.
Heck yeah.
Brian beat Dinkin. He did come up with the win, and in the way that he knows how, he pulled out the smallest catfish in the river and pulled out a win. But that's what he does, though, man. That's what he's known for, of course.
Whatever it takes.
But man, my hats off to him, man. He did. And I looked at it as an exhibition match. I called it an exhibition match. It doesn't really count. And Brian was like, no, it counts as
Heck yeah.
Absolutely. That's a perfect segue over to Brian, man. You're the champion. What did this tournament mean to you, and what made you join?
To help the kids, first and foremost, was the most important thing. I went in there not really looking at it as a competitive thing. I looked at it as, hey, had to tell you, Chunky tell you, we're going to catch as much fish as we can to raise them dollars up, to give them some entertainment, to give the people something to like, and to donate towards a great organization. Then as it got a little close, I started turning on my competitive side and was like, okay, we gonna catch more fish than Hayes. He didn't beat me once, but I can let him get me again. But out of all the tournaments I've been in a couple in the last few months. I can honestly say I had fun doing this tournament, and the cause of it, it just made it number one for me.
Awesome.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Right. And I mean, you obviously have an automatic invite to the second annual one whenever that happens.
He's got to defend his
because
title.
you got to defend your title.
That's right.
Right. Absolutely. Ryan, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Kevin, I promise we're getting you right away. I just want to ask Ryan kind of the same question. What made you join the tournament, and what it kind of mean to you, and did you enjoy yourself?
I had a blast, man. It was like I told y'all before, it was I always try to help out in these charities just because I've been affected by the charities in my past so much. That's what put me where I am today, was a charity.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime I get a chance to give back, I'm all up, ready to go. Let's do what we need to do to give back. And I'm not in a situation to help financially a whole lot right now, but if I can get up there and throw some fish on the board and give back and entertain some people in the process, let's do it, Plus, I got to smack talk with Haz a little bit, and I got to get crap. I actually got to beat him. So, there's not many tournament.
Appreciate that. That's great. Right. And just by you being there, having all you guys there, I mean, that's what brought more of the people in, the viewers who were giving the whole time, the whole 5 hours. Those numbers were going up. So, I mean, you definitely did your part, and it was appreciated for sure.
I appreciate y'all for having me on there, man. It meant a lot just to be able to try to give back a little bit.
Yeah, well, we appreciate it.
And the hardest working man in the entire tournament, Palmetto, Kevin.
Yeah,
man, you were trying, man. You did everything. You never gave up. It was awesome.
All I had was sour doggies. I couldn't find the sweet doggies. Now, I don't normally like to do tournaments myself, just because I'm not as confident as these other guys that I'm going to find fish every time. But Bob asked me to do it, and being in education, being a former teacher and now administrator, I love kids. I mean, why would I do what I do if I didn't love kids? And unfortunately, I see a lot of kids in bad situations, situations that grown adults couldn't handle, but they're being asked to do it, at 15, 16 years old. So, and I know this is a little bit different case. We're dealing with kids that are sick, but I mean, in the same sense, a sick child is kind of the same as a child who
I think it froze.
Strongly about.
Right.
Sorry about that.
Oh
yeah, my internet is wacky. But yeah, I don't know how much of that you heard, but
we heard most of it. Just like the last few seconds dropped off.
Yeah, so because I love kids and I try to always do what I can for kids, it was a no-brainer.
Awesome.
I was like, yeah, of course I'm going to do this.
Right.
And I still had fun. I mean, yeah, of course it's more fun to catch fish, and anybody who says it's not is telling you a story.
Oh, I know.
Right. They're dinosaurs for sure.
I was only one skunk at the Glizzy tournament. I know how it is,
Yeah, so it's always more fun to catch fish. It's definitely more fun to catch big fish, and then even better to catch the most fish. But I had a great time out there. It's always nice to get out on the water. All the cliches you hear, but I really mean it. And I got to fish with Catfish Bill 66, and I've fished with him a couple times since then. It's just been it was a great day, nice weather, and it was good to see all my bros catch all these fish and put me to shame.
Well, like I said, as big as your channel's getting, Kevin, and you've done some of these tournaments yourself, it was just nice knowing that you're involved in case I had any questions, which things went pretty smooth, but I know.
Oh yeah, you did a great job.
Kevin's in it. If I got questions, I know who I could ask, and just nice having somebody there to fall back on if I need to,
you fellas, all three of you did an excellent job. You can't help but StreamYard has a hiccup. I mean, everything else was just fantastic. So you should be proud of yourselves.
Well,
thank you.
Yeah, that was a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. But I'm like, how are we going to fill 5 hours worth of just blah, blah, blah? And it flew by. Then having the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And, we were trying to fight through it the whole time. But luckily, there was 3 of us that we could kind of share some of the duties. I know, Bob, you were alone for a little while. And you did a great job, handling
And
it.
if anything, just know that if anything ever happens, you just give Stan the microphone and he'll just take over and start talking and never stop.
We know that.
Stan, welcome, Mark.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? Sorry I'm late, fellas. Just walked in the door.
Absolutely not a problem at all. But now we're going to put you on the spot because you're here. We've been going around asking everybody, what made you join this particular tournament that we had? Did you enjoy it? And anything we could do better next time?
Bob.
We could do better than Bob.
I went fishing with Bob, and he put it in a way that I could not refuse. He made his case for it being a great cause. It's definitely one that's dear to my heart, so I wanted to help him out. I like Bob. He's a good dude, just like the rest of the guys in the Catfish family. I'm always trying to be there to help. So, plus, who can say no to some kid that's in need of of a wish?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Plain and simple. I mean, what other reasons are there?
Definitely.
Right. I almost wish that we could guarantee like this really big catch and actually take one of the kids from like the local chapter out for like this 70-pound catch.
Mm-hmm.
That would be really cool because I know they were kind of doing it, but you feel bad if you get skunked.
Yeah, I know. Well, that would be horrible being a guide.
Oh,
fishing guide has always got that pressure on him
every time. Are any of you guys outside of fishing in your own channels? Are you guides at all or anything?
No.
Too much pressure on myself.
That's a tough job.
It's tough.
Yeah.
That would be a tough job.
No, but we're not that good.
You are good, but
no. No, you guys are pretty impressive. Now, if we're gonna like shake up the rules next time, even if it's ridiculous or silly, give me one thing you would do to shake up the rules, have a different rule in the tournament next time. We'll start with Brian B because he's up top.
To shake up the rules. That's a good question.
Anybody on the Potomac River has to use a hand line instead of a rod and reel.
Yeah, we're going to add handicaps.
We have to noodle.
We'll call it the potato cap.
Oh, wow.
No, that shake up the rules. I think the rules was pretty good. I would drop
maybe the format.
Full column.
Do what?
Make it the 1, 2, 3 column and double the points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
That way we can hit Bob pockets a little heavier.
And it gets harder as we go through the list here. So there's no repeating someone else's as your next.
Well, and going back to that, I had no idea when to set the money out, because I'm like, I've seen some of these guys sit there and just boat big fish after big fish. I'm like, I got to make it low enough to where, I don't have to break open a credit card somewhere,
Yeah.
I wanted enough for it to look good, but it came out lower than I expected. That's why, I ended up quadrupling the.
5 hours is not a long time to catch, a lot of fish, Sometimes it takes a little bit to find them, like an hour, 2 hours sometimes to get on them and actually find them and figure out where they're at.
But I've seen somebody else lives where I'm like, man, if I was adding it up now, I'd be like, oh, there's a comma there now.
On the Potomac, you can get on them. Yeah, muskrat. I've seen where they put in like 30, 40 fish in a boat sometimes. But I mean, it's not all the time though. It's rare where you get those days where you're just on them on fire.
It is, but if I put the amount too high and everybody had one of those days, then like you said, then
then you have to break out the credit card.
I can't say, well, I'm going to half my donation. No, I mean it's easy to double or triple, quadruple it like I did, but if I had to sit there and half it,
I mean, honestly, everything worked out perfectly. If there was only one thing that I would change, I would still keep it the same as far as the score and the rules and everything like that. But just as far as like the tournament fishing aspect of it, would make it like a slot tournament. So that way because not everybody can go and catch numbers all the time either. So if you just make it like whoever catches the 3, fish closest to 30 inches, without going over, or whatever the slot tournament number that you figure out, so that way it's like even across the board or something like that. That's the only thing that I would say, to change. Other than that, you guys did great.
Awesome.
I think what if now that you have one under your belt, you reach out to local businesses or even sponsors within the catfish community and do a matching donation, like where each fish is worth $1 amount, like you did it, and just say, will you support kids and match, the earnings up to X dollar amount or whatever they feel comfortable with.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I just, and
then in turn, like Mark has been doing and I've done and other people, it's like you're advertising for them to, 100, 200 people that come into the tournament. But then, you also have that thing where, you can do something special too in your community, and we all can say, hey, thank you to these sponsors, and like pass the word around. These are the type of people these are the type of businesses that give back to the community.
Yeah.
Hit up some local bait shops too. That would be sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like inside the catfish community, a lot of these owners of companies, I don't even know them. I mean, I'm hoping some of them saw this now, and I could go and say, hey, this is what we did last year. Yeah. But like those 2 sponsors we had, Uncle Lou and Patriot James, I didn't go to them. They came to me.
Yeah. Well, with a lot of these companies, they have, Facebook pages and stuff. You can send them messages, you can shoot your shot. You never know what they're going to say. The worst they say is no, or,
they all know each other too. They all know each other. Yeah. And so like, I can put you in touch with a couple of them, and they can probably put you in touch with whoever you want.
Yeah.
Chris from Catfish pretty much knows everybody. So, you get his number, and then you're golden right there as far as the catfishing community.
And like I said, I think the next one will be easier because, I mean, if they want to see what we did, they could go watch last year's tournament or part of it, see what we did. And now we've got something that I guess, for lack of a better term, we've proven ourselves now. We're before it was just 3 guys that most people never heard of running a tournament. Yeah. But now we're proven. So I think it will be easier next time.
Do you feel we spotlighted the sponsors enough? Is that something we could have done maybe a little more to make it more appealing to the sponsors next time?
No, I think you did a great job.
I think you did a great job all the way around. With the anglers, you kept promoting them. I mean, everybody knew who we were because our name was up there, but at the same time, you pushed it, and y'all did a great job with promoting and everything, even dealing with hiccups. You still kept it moving. You didn't say, hold on, you took that punch, somebody stepped on, worked on it, and kept the party going.
Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't alone, because that would have been a different story,
Hey, through God's grace.
Yeah,
absolutely through God's grace.
Heaven knows nothing about that.
There's always going to be hiccups and stuff. It's live. I mean, what are you going to do? It's not pre-recorded. There's no editing. It is what it is.
Right.
Don't beat yourselves up for it. I know the people in chat, they didn't mind at all. They seemed all to be in on it, and they were having a good time for a good cause. One idea I did have was maybe do a silent auction using some stuff to auction off, whether it's from people in chat or the community or businesses. I think that's another good way to raise some more money. I know a lot of the charity stuff that I've had some encounters with that I've helped with, the silent auctions usually do pretty good.
Yeah, good call.
Who doesn't want a prize that they don't get to win? Maybe one to give away and one to silent auction at the end, maybe after the fact. You can go from there. I think that would be a good way.
Well, I mean, Stan,
great idea.
And that was awesome.
Yeah.
On that in there, that was that right there pushed us over the $4,000 mark doing that.
No doubt. That was sweet.
Talk about mind blown. I thought maybe we'll get $22 for it. That's what I was expecting. Yeah, Ryan Bortz. Yes, you did. That was
But speaking about the giveaways, though, just anybody in chat who did win all the prizes that I was mailing out, which is the floats or the tackle packs, all those went out Tuesday, so they're on the way to you now. If you won, well, Brian B. won a rod, I got his mailed out, but the T-shirts from like Jerry Parker or Rob, well, the what Rob had no, that was donated back. Never mind. And then Uncle Lou was sending out 2 rods, and yeah, I'm sure he's probably did it, but I can't speak for him. But everything that I was responsible for mailing out has been mailed out now. I'm sorry for the delay, but I worked 72 hours last week after getting back from Minnesota, and I just couldn't get to the post office and get everything packaged up.
Yep.
That ought to be just in time for some people Friday night.
And the T-shirts that we put together, obviously the cost of the shirt just goes to that company, right? But any of the profits that are over top of it are also going to be in a donation. Yeah. And so far, we're at a total of $31.18. That's also going to be added to the total that we saw earlier.
Yeah, and so actually, I don't know if you guys have seen this yet or not. I don't remember.
No,
but
unless they're did.
So we got some T-shirts made up for the tournament, and then on the back.
How do I make y'all big here? Let me try this. You gotta make them big.
If you click on them,
go
big.
You? Yeah.
All right. So on the back, you got all the anglers and your logos that are listed there. We have the hosts, and then we have the sponsors, and that's what you appear on the back. And those shields are the same ones you guys seen on the ad that was made.
Really
and
cool.
It just marks it as 2021 Fish a Wish.
Yeah,
and they got that out there. I'm gonna slap a link in.
Oh yeah, please do.
Yeah, there's different styles, or not different styles, but different cloth material, I guess.
Yeah.
And so I got the one that said 50-50 blend, thinking it was going to be like softer, but the one he got is like the premium blend. It says, which is actually 100% cotton, but his feels nicer. So
did you use Teespring? You use Teespring?
No. Who's your store?
Spread Shop.
Spread Shop.
Oh yeah, so like the comfort tees are the really soft ones.
Is it? Okay. Yeah, and they go up to 5X.
Yeah, the premium is. I mean, it's just soft. Premium's it's like awesome. Baby diaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on what style you get, what color, how size. Because I was trying to get, the heather blue and the tri blend, but it only went up to 1X, so I couldn't do it because I wear 2X. So
right.
So it depends on which style you want. If you say, well, I want 2X, but I'll this style. If it's not available, find a different color.
Well, it was an accident that I ended up getting this because, I wear a bed sheet. That's why we're doing a What a Life, right? And I was like, well, I'll just get this big one here and be ridiculous. And then I get it and feel it. I'm like, it's one of my favorite shirts because of how it feels. So for anyone that is a little larger than like a little girl, these work out really well, man. They feel good.
Well, yeah, y'all did a great job on those T-shirts. Mine's on the way. Hopefully, be here next day or two.
Yeah, and we got the hoodies out there now because that was a request.
Yeah, but like I said, anything above and over the cost of the shirt will be donated to Make-A-Wish. We're not keeping
it. I'm just letting it build a little bit, and then I'm gonna throw it in there. Okay. Even before I even get it. I'll just donate it immediately because
the donation link to Make-A-Wish, we're leaving live, So if anybody watches this even months from now, watch the tournament months from now, if they want to, donate, they can. Okay. When the new tournament comes up, right before the new tournament, we'll set up a whole new donation page. But I plan on leaving this. There's no reason, that we have to take it down, they said. So we'll let it keep running.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
And thank you for the compliment, Duggar. That's awesome.
Yep.
Becca's up in the house.
Becca, I see you just joined. Thank you. To everybody, right? Valerie and
we
got and everybody.
This is like totally off topic, but when you're in your own house and I don't know, you're just used to seeing. Anyway, I'm looking in the webcam, right? And so behind me, right here, this painting, right on this wall here, I walk past it 1 million times a day. It's actually my Aunt Kathy, Bob's mom, who painted that. And so, I got it from her years ago, and it's just crazy. It's one of those things where I'm sitting there like I don't, it's there. You don't pay attention to it.
But when you see it,
But then when you
on
see it on the
you're
screen, I'm like,
wow.
oh, that's crazy.
But there should have been someone fishing right there. At least a silhouette, right?
Sorry, that was weird.
I'll take it back there. See if we can put a fisherman in it right there.
Right, I'm mailing it back.
We need a pontoon boat with a catfish on it.
Uh-oh.
That's right.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Kevin got white as a ghost.
Yeah.
I want to tell
So I was
Chad.
talking about pontoon boats. I was like, hang on. Y'all give away my
The next tournament will be for the passing of Palmetto.
Yeah.
But
Chad from the bake shop.
Do you
I
wanna-
want to thank you for your kind words, Chad. Thank you.
did you want to put up the graphic, Mike? Do you have it of the fish caught, the totals and stuff?
Let me see if I can find that for you, my friend.
That's what I wanted to do at the beginning. I forgot to. I just, can't even out. But we'll show what we did.
You know what? Excuse me. Has Stan and Ryan, if they have any ideas, I'm sure we'd like to hear them. I kind of feel bad because I stepped all over them earlier.
You are right. I apologize.
Who are we, Mark? Who are we compared to you?
Stop it, Ryan.
Well,
We can donate more money. I know that's one of them, right?
I know those guys are here now. None of these guys are shy. If they got something to say, they're gonna come up and say it.
Oh, you wanted me to talk? How much time do we have?
Somebody get the mute button.
32 now. So
Stan, we're not having technical difficulties. It's okay.
Okay.
This is not an Iron Cat tournament, Stan. Okay.
Is Patriot James going live this evening?
He just went live.
Okay.
Yep. He
So
just
let's
went
go
live.
to the graphic. If you get it, then we'll try to end this. I don't want to go into his stream at all, really.
Yeah. What does that say? Has one? What? No.
That was Brian Bortz, who did not has what it takes.
Has who?
There was someone in the chat during the tournament. It was like, "Well, Has got second." It was like, "Yeah, it's still a loss," or something. They love giving you a hard time because of how successful you are. Has.
Yeah, Has and Stan got something in common. Second,
place. 49
Hold
fish.
on, Brian. Didn't you just lose the creel?
Yeah, wasn't that another second place?
Wait, Has and I have something in common? What, we've both caught the biggest fish in some events?
You still
Just saying.
lost.
Well, hey, it was all about the kids, so we're all winners.
Now, since nobody got over 50, I think next year it's like that's going to be worth $100. Put the pressure on you.
Woo!
Let's do like 500.
Oh, wow.
And then we're going to ask.
I'll plan my vacation around it.
I will definitely go after
You said, hold on. You said do what now? I'm sorry.
For over 50.
No, you
It's
don't have to
worth
worry about
$500
Brian.
bucks.
Bob has to pay 500. Bob has to pay 500.
Well, yeah, we're not going right.
Bob
Bob.
is.
If we do it
Brian
now,
be thinking catching a
you
fish.
can start
for
saving.
£50 for sure.
Let's all spend Bob's money now.
They seem to like to do
I'd be
that.
careful with that one. Because we've been known to catch some 50-pounders.
I know.
You could hit a sponsor up for. Say, hey,
Hey,
look, if
Stan, don't scare them. Invite them in.
And I know Muskrat's not in here, but if he watches this, I want to congratulate him on his PB from the other day. What was it, 78 pounds he caught the other day?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
78
beast.
pounds. That was a beast.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
It
you
was,
just
That fish looked like it had a human head in its stomach.
it was crazy because his PB before that was 43 pounds. He went from 43 to 78. Man, that's a beast.
Wow.
That was ridiculous.
That's a beast of a
So
jump.
yeah,
right there.
I do want to put congratulations out to him. So hopefully he sees this. And I mean, I saw that picture. I was
Sweet
like,
doggy,
wow.
sweet doggy, sweet
Sweet doggy, sweet doggy.
That's all Brian catches. He don't never get to yell out the sweet dog. You don't catch none of those, man. You don't know how to.
Wait, hang on. Put that graphic back up. Put that graphic back up. Michelob and Mike D.
Yes.
Now I do see that Brian B got two that were over 25 pounds.
That was
You're right.
That was two
You got
fish,
she's
though.
the only
That
one
was
to get
the-
one.
They messed that up. They messed that graphic up. That was I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I know I have a big. I know I have a
Check
big
the tape.
goose egg on there, and I really can't talk. But I mean, I'm just trying to defend the Iron Cat champion.
And
Of,
Brian B was the only one that got
I'm
it in the
sorry,
3
but-
categories.
I don't talk
Yeah.
to people that don't catch fish during tournaments, so I'm just
Explain your situation, Kevin. I got you.
no, that's fine. I mean, hey, take the attention off of the fact that Brian beat you and put it on me. I'm totally okay with that.
We know what's happening.
Oh man, that's awesome.
I'm
I'm
just
loving
saying.
that.
I mean, some people look at it as one way, some people look at it another. But at the end of the day,
it's all good. We was out there.
I
Fish and
look
wish
at
and
everybody
raise
as a
money.
winner because
We had a
that
good
that
time.
$4,000 we raised to Make a Wish was because of whatever everybody did their part. Every
Yep.
person up there had a part in that, and y'all are winners. It just
Yeah.
Brian gets
Right.
a fishing rod out of it.
Yeah, Brian was the winner, but the grand champion was the kids.
So will
Brian
we,
was the winner. Brian was the winner.
serious, guys, will we get to hear about the child's wish? Because I'd really enjoy hearing about that.
That would be amazing.
That would be a nice.
Actually,
update.
we'll reach out to our rep.
That would be
and
cool
find
to
out.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. That would be super cool.
Boy, we
Just
can make a
one,
video
one,
of
one
it.
really quick thing. It's super important that I do this is also huge shout outs to all the moderators that helped us, especially Becca. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate
And,
it.
And our sponsors, I mean, they made those giveaways possible.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Yeah.
So yeah.
Now, Rondell, what's going on? I saw your comment. Thank you.
What's up, Rondell?
And
who knows? By next year, maybe somebody's wish out there is to fish with one of us. You never know.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You never know.
I mean,
That would be interesting. Like the winner now has to take out one of the kids with them and
Everybody
live
wants,
stream it.
everybody wants to fish with Chad. That's what it is. My kid wouldn't be any different.
I will lose on purpose.
No, that'll be the day you can't do nothing wrong, right?
Oh man.
You be fishing with like a rubber duck and be like, "How am I catching the fish?" Like,
Brian would have been fishing. Say, hey, he goes, oh, he caught that one. That was E's fish.
like Bert and Ernie, they're gonna jump in the boat with you.
But I just want to thank y'all for coming up again for this. I know, it's been a week and a half since the tournament, but best day I could do this. But I don't want to, let's say, getting to James showed that much. I was kind of making about 30 minutes. But yeah,
It looks
I mean,
like
I
he's
love-
got
I love the
fishing with.
comments.
Looks like he's got fishing with Robbie on there. Let me get a link for everybody. Make sure we go over there and support Robbie.
So you jump off here.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
please.
And he's
So
fishing.
that-
Patriot.
He has
And what do
time.
you guys have coming up next? What's your next tournaments or like big lives
Yeah,
or
good question,
one-on-ones?
actually. Yeah.
So
Well, Friday night, 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. on
What time zone?
Becca's channel, from the bank. And what I'm doing, basically, what it is I'm
Eastern.
teamed up with a-
Eastern.
Yeah, Eastern time. I'm basically linked up with. I'm teamed up with a lake or river. No, a lake partner, and I'm fishing from the river, and it's all from the bank. And it's the two biggest fish from me, two biggest fish from him, combined compared to everybody else.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Good
Awesome.
luck in that. Let's bounce around a little
Looking
bit.
forward to it.
Hey, Mark.
Yes,
Talk about
sir.
some catfishing you got going on, my friend. What's next for you?
We got a couple of one versus ones coming up, just some solo ones. So we're gonna do my regular show. I got a couple of really good shows coming up. I got some guests that I'm kind of keeping close to my chest and business as usual. This obviously we'll be helping Chad with the couples tournament and the panfish tournament. We're gonna continue working on Panfish Nation. We got a couple of cool ideas we're working on there, and it's gonna be business as usual, only trying to make it better every time.
Nice. Stan, how about you, my friend? You got 2 ideas coming?
Well, I got how much time we got? I'm fishing that same tournament as Brian this coming up weekend. My partner turned out to be Alicia Barnett. So Alicia Barnett, welcome to the winning team. We're gonna go out there and show them how it's done. I'm also going to be hosting the Do You Has What It Takes this Saturday morning on the Has Live channel. I think I'm fishing Friday night in that tournament. I got my Friday night. I'm fishing Saturday night in the river and lake bank tournament. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, got my normal show. Sunday morning, we got stand day out there. I've got the tactile, what is it called? The Tacticat tournament.
Tacticat, Josh, over at the Weekend Angler.
Yep, I'll be fishing in day 2 of that. We've got the monster hunt coming up. Can't wait for that. We're going to be catching the biggest catfish from the James River. So y'all want to check into that. Then later on in the year, going to be doing the Walmart challenge. Those are both on Palmetto. Those are both on Palmetto Catch channel. A bunch of other stuff going on, but that's just for the most recent time.
Nice.
That's a great lead into it. Mr. Palmetto, what do you got, my friend?
I mean, Stan just said it all. I'm looking forward to not having a tournament for the next couple weeks because, like you said, they're really time consuming. Mark has Stan, everybody knows how it is. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching all these things that they just mentioned. And working on some videos. I really love editing videos, and so I'm trying to catch fish to make content to make videos. But I'm at work now, and so I only get to do it once a week. So hopefully there'll be some catfish in my future. But other than that, yeah, we got the monster cat. But before that, we have I'm doing a meet and greet on Santee Cooper. And that's going to be. I'm really looking forward to camping out for 3 days and just cook frying fish on the bank and catching fish and just having a good old time.
Nice.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. And monster hunt, of course, Halloween weekend, and then the Walmart challenge in December.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got CatCon in November. I mean, it's back to back stuff.
Me and Michelob will be there.
We'll be there.
You, Kevin. Me and
Yeah,
Michelob will be
awesome.
there.
Awesome. That's so cool. I can't wait to meet anybody who's coming. But yeah, I'm excited about that. And then sometime next year we'll do the Iron Cat Champion of Champions tournament, where I invite all the champions to compete against each other. And there's other ideas, but you guys, just like everybody else, you got a book of ideas. If you keep going through all of them, you'll be here all night.
Right. Well, no, I appreciate it. Brian, how about you, my friend?
I'm really fixing to slow down on fishing a lot. My wife's got some health issues, and she's had to take some time off work. So I had to pick up some side work to make up for the difference in that. So I'm going to attempt to do a live.
Man, I hate to hear that.
I'm going to attempt to start doing a live show on Thursday nights at 7 o'clock before fishing with Chad, just to kind of keep my channel going. I don't want to lose what I've built because I can't fish. So I'm going to do that from the house, and, a couple hours a week on that. Still keep the channel going. It might be good for my channel. It might make it grow. I don't. But right now it's just to kind of keep it alive, and keep what I built and not what I've got so far.
Definitely.
I'm going to be doing, actually tomorrow is my first one, and it'll be Do You Eat Your Catch is the title of that one. And
I saw that.
Maybe 3 different guests coming on. One of them is a huge surprise. Really excited to have this guest on my channel. I'm going to keep it a surprise until he's up there on screen, but got a couple other guests lined up. And the following Thursday, if everything goes right with this one, because I'm using my phone now. I'm going to be using my laptop for this tomorrow. So it's going to be kind of a learning experience, And then the following week, if this one's good, it's going to be something along the lines of what does blue collar mean to you? Because that's what I've really built my channel on is blue collar. Especially since Creole gave me the name, the hardest working man in Cat. I feel like there's a whole audience there that people reach. You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
Yes,
I
sir.
definitely agree.
Most people watching what we do are blue collar people out here, factory workers, construction workers, You know, and I feel like people want to watch something similar to what they are, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always just kind of felt like part of the working class people that fits in with the working class people, and that's just where I want to go with the channel.
Awesome. Well, we're here to support you too, Ryan. That's awesome, and I'll definitely keep your wife and you in prayer as she goes through that as well.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. And one thing Stan said a moment ago about it was like has what it takes or something. Is that a name of your show, Has, or what is that? I just love it. Has what it takes, or what?
Yeah. So
baloney.
A couple weeks ago, you know, I came up with an idea because I wanted to get out and do some tournament fishing myself. And so I came up with the "Do You Has What It Takes" 1v1 challenge, and people challenge me and see if they has what it takes to take me out. So far, nobody has what it takes, but we're gonna find out. Brian B up over there, he got his butt whooped a couple weeks ago. Ryan Bortz, I mean, he's a great competitor, and he is a blue collar fisherman. He put 36 hours on the river, but it wasn't enough to has what it takes.
What'd you say about my mama?
Brian sleep talking, y'all. Brian over there sleep talking. Don't even pay him no mind.
Who is up and coming that you're gonna have what it takes?
We got Mike Greenwell this Saturday. Bumping Mike. He's gonna be on the Ohio River, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. 3 biggest fish. I'll be in the Cadillac on the Potomac River. He'll be fishing on the Ohio River. So that's gonna be fun. I can't wait for that. And then we got my newest competitor, Chunky Dinky Cats Fishing, I think is the channel name. But yeah, Dinky Cats Fishing. He's actually live fishing right now in the bank, and I don't think he's doing too good.
Does the loser eat worms?
No. I don't eat bait. I don't do it. I don't do it for money. I don't do it for challenges. I'm not eating bait. No, that's not gonna happen.
He's like, nah, not even kidding around.
So that one's gonna be there's a lot of smack talk going on, especially with
that'll be
but
fun.
I don't want to overlook.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
you. I don't want to overlook Mike this weekend. I gotta, Mike is a tough competitor. He can definitely get on some fish if he can find them. So hoping to keep the streak going.
Awesome. Hey Bob, how about you, man? What do you got coming?
Fishing wise, nothing right now. I'm going this weekend down to Texas to do a little shooting, prairie dog shooting. So I'm leaving about 6 a.m. So I've been reloading ammo a bunch. That's what's going on with me right now. I feel
sorry for those dogs.
Prairie dogs. I don't think you can shoot a dog.
No, you kill Benji, man. Your channel's gonna fall apart.
Yeah, you're done.
No, I'd not put any gun stuff. As much as I enjoy that stuff, that's staying off the channel because YouTube might just get a win one day. Be like, oh, you got guns in your channel, you're gone. I can't risk that.
Yeah.
So we'll keep the fins and fines, of course. But just the people close to me know the third side of my hobbies.
Awesome.
Keep that. But Michelob, you see all the stuff going on, and if you do start that show, the This Week in Fishing, there's plenty of stuff going on for you.
No, I'm definitely doing that too. I mean, for some of the same reasons Brian was talking about too, and just limitations at the moment, and then like being in Minnesota, I don't ice fish, so I'm gonna do some things like that over the winter time for sure, and get a show going. So I just love hanging with all y'all. So that's really what it comes down to. I won't lie.
Yeah.
But
so there's, if you do that show,
Brian, what about you? What's coming up with you? What's coming up with you, Brian?
He really went. You just want to look up at Brian B.
That's all. I like doing the Brady Bunch thing.
I got a lot. But
I was trying to give him the segue for tonight.
I got something
tonight.
Going on.
What is going on tonight? What's going on tonight, Brian B?
He talking about it, so I think we're gonna do it. And Stan was looking up. I think we're gonna pop a live open up, no script. We gotta make sure Hands still woke, and we're gonna do
no script is fun.
Probably about 10:30, 11 o'clock. I set the page up already, so just stay tuned. Click the bell.
I gotta get back up and get some sleep. So I won't be on.
Get in. Well, you can get in, but you ain't gonna be able to talk.
That's one
But-
thing that I'm good at. After I beat everybody on the Do You Has What It Takes, they go do talk shows after that. So Brian B, he got his talk show. Ryan Boyce is starting his talk show tomorrow. And I'm going to make Chunky Cat start a talk show next time.
Man, Chunky, if you watch this afterwards, bro. Man, you got a fester as his ass.
Mark, do you need a co-host? Because I'm going to send Chunky to you.
Oh, leave him alone.
But
You need a co-host.
one thing I do want to say for everybody in the chat and everybody that's here, I'm almost for sure everybody up on the panel has, but go hook set Chad. Fishing with the Chad. He's close to 1,000. Go hook set him, help him out. Great channel. He has a weekly show, The Bake Shop. Hook him
We
up.
already got
He's
that
a
link
good
up there?
buddy. Me and him went back and forth in the 1v1, but I made a friend out of that because that's a good dude. Check him out.
Chad's a good dude.
Even though
Yeah, I'll definitely
he
give him that,
be
you know?
in fishing, he might be able to host a talk show or two. Look at Chad.
Well, we went way over that I want to go because I really didn't want to mess up James' show, but
Sorry,
man,
James.
thanks for everybody coming in, being back up here. You know, thanks for being in the tournament. Thanks for everybody in chat being here. What everybody did, everybody who donated, our sponsors, our moderators. I love y'all, and I can't wait to do this again next year.
Great job, fellas.
God bless and
Great
thank you
job.
guys very much.
Awesome.
Ryan will be praying for your wife, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Family first.
Appreciate that. Kevin, if you want to say a prayer now, man, I'm okay with that. If you don't mind.
Really? Oh, that's awesome, man.
I would love
Yeah,
that.
of course. Heavenly Father, just thank you for this awesome event where all these men can come together and fish for a cause. And we just thank you for Bob, Mike, and Michelob for putting this on and thinking about the kids. And just thank you for the honor of doing your work here on earth. And Lord, one of our own is hurting, Lord, and we just want to lift up Lindsay and Ryan. And Lord, we pray for Ryan to be strong for his wife and to be there for her, for whatever she needs, Lord, and to be that backbone. And we pray for her, Lord, that she would heal quickly and that you would take care of her. And Lord, you asked us to pray for miracles, and because you can do miracles. And so we're praying for a miracle for whatever it is. You know what it is. And we're just praying that you would touch her and heal her, Lord. We just praise you and give you all the honor and glory. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
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 Thanks
so
for
much.
that.
I
That's an
appreciate
honor, Bob. Thank you so much for that.
Oh, anytime.
Great
Anytime, man. I love it. Love it. But with that, I'm going to end the stream and and everybody go check out Pacer James' show after this. See Fish with Robbie. He's got a great tournament coming up that he's trying to promote. So let's give him the support that we can.
This Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then again, love you all. Thanks. We're out. Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Bye bye.